Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you what to do when you buy African food stuff from home. It is very dirty. If you can imagine, when you are always buying the grounded Egusi and Ogbono. This Ogbono has stayed on the way for a long time, for almost 4 months now. And even if it is 1 month, it is usually dirty sometimes. So what do? You have to remove every of the dirt. This is how I do it. I remove all the dirt. I have to pick everything. Otherwise, sometimes there are different kinds of things that you see in your ogbono, in your egusi, even in your crayfish. So I remove everything by blowing it and picking them one after the other. I will make sure there is no dirt left in the ogbono, else we will eat rubbish. Do endeavor to wash and clean every of your foodstuff when you buy them. Do not buy, I advise you not to buy grounded egusi and ogbono. It is not hygienic. That's why sometimes we get sick and we don't know what's wrong with us. I have to pick everything. You can imagine, if you know what is inside the egusi and ogbono, sometimes when you buy it from the market, you don't want to say. I will just speak it in Igbo. Sometimes you can see in okay. I don't want, if you can't, or if you don't understand Igbo, please ask your neighbor. So it is very dirty. So I have to remove everything. This is what I do. And most times I do not grind my egusi in powdered form, but if I want to, I have to do it. You will see what I will do. So I have to, after picking them, I have to put them in a pot or in a bowl, in whatever, anything that you have at home. I just pour them there in my pot or my bowl, and then I have to add water. Yes, I will look for clean water from the tap. Make sure I pour all the water that I needed to pour, not small. Just pour it. You don't need to soak it, because if you soak it, you're going to spoil the ogbono. So what I do is just to pour it water. And then I'll add salt. The next thing that I will do is to add salt, enough salt, in, and I'll start washing them. Don't use cold water. Don't use warm water or lukewarm water. Just use cold water from the tap. So I have to wash them with my hands. Make sure there's no dirt. If you know the kind of dirt that is in ogbono, you would wash your ogbono next time. So I washed them. Make sure I washed them, and I did wash them 3 times. This is the first wash, yes, and this is the second one. I'm washing it again with another salt. I will do this 3 times. Yes, it doesn't take any nutrients away from it. See the dirt, and look at it. Even in the third time, this is the third time, I ended up washing this 4 times, because this ogbono and this food stuff that I ordered from home has stayed in the post for 4 months, or even more than 4 months. So the remaining, some of the part of the ogbono, if you want it dry, what you do is just use a paper towel or kitchen towel, or I use this type of paper, this baking paper, and then I will leave it on top, anywhere near the sun. If you have sun, better for you, it will dry that day. If you don't have sun, that means it's going to stay like 2 or 3 days before the ogbono dries. That's what I do. If you want to dry it and you don't want to put it right in the freezer, I put mine in the freezer well after washing. So some of them I'm just to sprinkle it. Don't put much. You have a big tray. If you have big tray, put it in a big tray and spread them. This is only little that I'm going to spread, because I just want to show you what to do in case you feel you cannot use wet ogbono to cook. So I have to spread. You have to spread them and put it by the sun, or you spread them like this, leave it one corner of your kitchen, and then you will see that it's dry. Within 2 days it will dry. I promise you, it is going to dry up. So what I usually do is to tie them up and put them in the freezer. Yeah, but this is also the best way to do it, because most times most people like cooking ogbono in dry form. You can put them in oven. Make sure your oven is a low setting, else. So this is the egusi, just to show you. Still the same method. I've added salt. So all has been washed, and what I'm going to do now, after spreading the egusi differently and spreading the ogbono, I have tied only two. So I just want to show you. I'm going to tie them and then put it in the freezer. Yes, whenever you bring it out, it will be good and very tasty as well. Put it in the freezer. What you do is to blend it the way you blend your tomatoes. You add your pepper and the egusi inside of the blender and blend it the way you blend the tomato. But what you would do, you would not add more water, many water, like the way you add in tomatoes sometimes. Just add a little bit of water and you blend it wet. It is also more healthy. This is where I do it. Thank you for watching.